Now, we begin.
Hello, welcome back. It's DirtyMobs, and today I'm starting up a series that I did a one-off of a long time ago called Challenger Critiques. Now, if you don't know what this is, it is where I'm going to take VoDs from a variety of Illaois in all of the Illaois, and we're going to look at what they did poorly, what they could do better, mechanical, macro, the whole shebang. And if you might be curious why I'm on the opposite side, normally I'm on that corner over there, it's because you can't swap the mini-map in spectator mode. So we have to do a little bit of juggling of position here. And you're also going to notice I'm going to be alt-tabbing a little bit. You're going to notice this little box in the... Don't be concerned. It is just me grabbing the pen tool we're going to use to kind of give you all a better indication of what I'm talking about. Alright, sounds good? Let's jump into it. Now, today we are playing versus a very carry-heavy game for Illaoi. Like, Illaoi can carry this game, okay? Mundo in the top, Zach in the jungle. We like these tanks. Now, these are very tanky boys, though. Sometimes you can almost have too much tank. But if we get ahead, we can carry this, okay? You also look at the carries on the enemy team. There's really only Veigar who's a concern. Veigar's not too hard, right? I'd rather have Veigar than an 80s. And so we're not too worried about him. Aatrox and Leona, like when these four are all in the fight, it'd be a good time for us, right? This is Illaoi heaven, okay? We love to AoE this, so we should be able to carry this. So we'll top into it. Now, just to mention real quick, I am pulling these from my members in the community. So members, see a join button down below. The tier 2 perk right now is access to have your videos analyzed on Challenger Critiques. The reason is I needed a good way to get international people interested in the tier 2 perk because it's primarily for our subscriber Sundays. So check out the perks down below. Check out all of them. The tier 1 perk is really heavy value oriented. It's only $3, so check it out. Also subscribe. I mean, it's free. Like, come on, help me out. Now, let's take a look. Today we got Matthew on Asian God playing Illaoi. He's kind of AFK here a little bit at the beginning, which is fine. As long as you walk up for these three and queue them, you're good. Now, I like these tentacles. If you don't know, I love these tentacles. We want to bring this back, okay? That's what we want to do. Our number one priority right now, is bringing this wave this way. That's going to protect us from any Zach ganks. Okay, everything so far just good, chilling. Just be careful. You're gonna like probably queue here. Just be careful not to do a lot of collateral damage. He's being really passive as well. That was okay. We did damage this one. This will fall back to us though. This is fine. We want this to fall back. Yep, just let it fall back. Let it fall back. Now Rengar is being very aggressive. That's good for us, actually. We can push this if we were worried of Mundo rotating, right? And Zach, like, invading over here. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Point should still fall back to us. Keep watching, see how it goes. There might be minion RNG here. Don't use that W. I wouldn't have done that. You don't want to deal any extra damage to minions if you can help it. Because of wave positioning. Now we see Zach here in the mid lane. Yeah. At this point, it's pushing. This is so weird. I don't like that Q. We have to get we either need to push this. Look, we either need to push this wave. Alright, we got to do something here. We got to either push it in while we have our jungler on our side of the map. Or we need to like take better measures to pull it back. Because Rengar, he's going to end up clearing and going bot side now. You know what Zach just did? Zach just got up here and he's going, man, all my stuff's gone. That really sucks. Maybe I'll come gank you. I'd watch out. So I don't like this whole kind of weird sitting in the middle. We either need to push earlier when Rengar invaded, or we needed to like take more measures to pull this back, or just be more careful. Now you have crazy good vision. Wow, How did he even get here? You would think with the vision you have, you would be safe. That's crazy. You can get out of this, though. Okay. This sucks. You're going to have to bring your flash. Okay. Yeah, you needed to... If you just flash that, you're fine. You get out alive. But because you didn't, you're probably going to die. You should have at least... let's go back one more time here. Yeah, so you either needed to like cast your E or Q or flash. Now your Q's on cooldown, so you should have cast your E right here if you weren't going to flash. You have to do one of these two. Now, because, let's think about it. If we throw E at Mundo right now, we're going to get healing, and then you can W. You can W as well. You can follow that with W for double healing, right? So we got 2 healings coming in here. And you could probably walk away at that point. Your Q's not going to be up quick enough. It's got 7 seconds left. You can't see it. I'm blocking it, but Q's on cooldown. So let's see what happens. I would have just flashed there though, because what you could do, the big brain play is actually to flash that this way, bait them in to right here, cast E. We cast E, and then we just fight between these 2 tentacles. We get slams, W, slam. At that point, you might have your Q up in time. If not, you can just kite into the turret here. See what happens. Okay, we casted our abilities way too late. I mean, look how slow he got just from 1 E and W's. Imagine if you flash here, they kind of commit. And if they don't commit, they just back off and you just get out. Like, basically, you either needed to push this when your Rengar was topside, or take more measures to pull it back. Instead, like, keeping in the middle here wasn't really what we wanted. Now, you still have Flash. You do need to push this, right? We do have Flash, so if he comes back, then we can just Flash and play it better. And remember, okay, that's fine. Just run away. Good. This is good. Do you notice? Just run away. That's actually incredibly aggressive of him to play that aggressively. We'll skip ahead a little bit. We're playing for level 6. We just hit level 5. We just saw him back. We do have the appropriate Fog of War. That was okay. I'm fine with that E. Nothing really gained a lot. I would probably push. Yeah, I'm okay with pushing here. Zach just backed. He's likely gonna go bot side. You do still have your flash, so you're okay. Let's push him under. Maybe get a tentacle right here. Yeah, I like. I did a coaching session with Matthew. I can already see he'd listen. Gonna put a tentacle here and try to land your E. And just try to poke. Try to make it hard for him to get these CS. Let's see what we're looking at right now. We're even on CS. The problem is, being even versus tanks is not that good. You kind of need to start snowballing early, and you really should be able to. Also, I don't know about this start. I would have gone so this is 750 gold. I would have gone 2 long swords. You're versus a tank. You're versus 2 tanks. You need damage. Like, you really do. Or you might not be able to kill them. Okay. That's fine. 50-50. He's going to go one way or the other. Not a problem. Now, you are getting a little bit low on mana. How are you doing on bottle charges? You have 2 bottle charges, actually. You're fine. He's pulling it under here to these tentacles to help facilitate pushing. Great. I like it. I would be chugging bottle those a little bit more often. Because you have 2 bottle charges. Yeah, just keep chugging them. You want to be about 300 mana. Okay. Obviously, when you put your ward, you want to make sure you put it like there. There you go. I mean, it's actually not that big of a deal. The quantum leap you can make as a player is not being a slave to vision. You can tell so much, and you can deduce so much information from what you don't see on the map, and like reading the enemy play. And the way you get there is not to rely on vision all the time. It's to actually stop worrying about vision so much and start trying to read the enemy. That's how you do it. But it's fine. Like in the meantime, like you should probably like do it anyways. Okay, I'd put a tentacle up here. That's fine. I would have probably placed the second tentacle first. Let's see if he can get through it anyways. Okay, he still kills it in time. He just would have been more efficient at killing it if he had placed his tentacle up here and threw the E between the two. Tanks, you almost always want to have two. Okay. Go back a little bit. The issue is he runs out of mana, right? Because you want to 1v2, but you want to have mana. No teleport. Oh, we see him. I don't know if you noticed it, but you should be able to get out of this. This is the sad part is just that he has no mana, right? Because this is like something you should be able to win. I mean, look how close it is. He honestly played that fine. I would have liked to see him to back earlier. Because he did go and you really do want to, if you're pushing up that much, you want to make sure you have the mana. He has 700 mana right now. Mana pool. He's gonna walk back. Yeah, you just walk back top. Illaoi's not really good at like roam. And back top. Take a look at items real quick. He's got Phage and Boots. Yeah, I don't find Boots to be that good early. I know what Merc Dread, that's very interesting. Now you don't have flash or ult for 45 seconds. I'd really be looking for Zach on the map some. I'd be a little bit careful until we do see that. I probably wouldn't walk up too much. The thing is, like, I understand he's trying to kill these while it's safe. But if Mundo reset at the same time as you or shortly after, I wasn't watching too closely. It gets clunky if Zach's over here clearing Krugs or something like that, and Mundo's coming up, and then you get ganked again, but you have no tools at your disposal to fight it. So I think this is probably a little bit too risky. Now he doesn't get punished for it. I do think this is so. Did we see Zach? I don't think we saw Zach anywhere yet. I gotta get better at watching the map. See, Zach was actually topside. That's incredibly scary. Basically, if they didn't take a fight top river, you're dead. You're 100% dead. Well, maybe if they take long enough, you'd be fine. But I don't know. I probably would have waited until my ult was up to take this risk. Take a turret. Yep. All right, pull them into this minion right here, or this tentacle. No, defend this. Defend this. You don't have to give this up. Defend this. No, walk over here. Okay. Now, any time our tentacle passive is actually pressure. No, I can't show you. Okay, so he just placed. He didn't have to give this tentacle up, basically. He didn't have to. He could have walked over here, positioned himself, and made Mundo, like, if you're here, okay, if you're standing more aggressively, this is aggressive stancing is what I would call it, right? You want to defend this tentacle. Mundo can't really walk up as long as you have E. The threat of E alone should be enough to make him, he'll probably walk this way. He'll probably walk like this, but he's never going to, like, really go at you. And anytime your tentacle are not set up, you're wasting time. You're not getting pressure, right? So it's a pretty big deal, right? You can defend this tentacle. He doesn't get it. You store your tentacle, and you place the next tentacle like right here. So you have these two tentacles to play around, to stand, and you just stand right here, and push the wave in. If Zach comes, you just fight right here. I'd rather have this tentacle actually a little more up maybe like right here anyways, because then you can kind of play these two, and it's a little bit easier to poke under turret. But yeah, I would have absolutely defended that tentacle, because now you're gonna waste time basically. You're You're gonna waste time. Also, we don't need to go ward anything right now. Yeah, we don't need that ward. Again. So you just missed an opportunity to like force him under turret, miss CS, like land ease. Okay. Your jungler is kind of probably forcing your hand. You'd rather just push in top here and like force like Zach to come up. Now your jungler's probably spam pinging you. He's probably being like, "Hey, come help me out here. This guy's in the jungle. He's getting my stuff." So he's probably forcing your hand a little bit. Okay. Okay. I don't like this ult. First off, he's not in it. He's not in it. All you have is a spirit. There's really no rush. There's no rush versus Zac and a Mundo to pop your ult. Like, you need a big ult here. You don't need a little ult that just kills a spirit. That's not good. Now, go back. Let's go back just a hair. I guess that was a little more than a hair. Now, if you had ulted... Sorry. Okay. Alright, so you throw E. You should have thrown E, like, right here. You shouldn't have kept walking up. Throw it right here. Because if you had thrown it earlier, a little bit farther away, he can't... You have time to cast E, and then when he Qs you and auto-attacks Rengar, you can ult. Because this is a good ult, right? Yeah, I just wouldn't have cast that. Because now, yeah, now you're being... This is not gonna go well. You need to get out of here. Yeah. Now, if you had ult, imagine if you still have ult here. That'd be a lot better. Yeah, I just don't like that ult too much. Oh well. Alright, now you have to kind of chill out. Then sit here. Throw some Qs. The thing is now, you've really missed a big portion of your window to 1v2 Mundo and Zac. Like, your bread and butter time is like level 6 and 7. You need to start getting kills. You need to start getting like pressure and plates. And you've basically, the early times that you got ganked, like before level 6, were because of wave positioning. And the one time that you did get ganked, you weren't prepared because you didn't have mana. And that's actually if y'all remember, when he got ganked level 6, he didn't have mana. He didn't have mana because he got ganked and died, and he had to use his teleport back to lane. He could have had the resources for another like 3 minutes in lane, using his resources, right? And then at level 5.5, about 6 minutes in, that's usually when I back. He could have backed, refilled his potion, spent his gold, teleported back to lane, been ready at level 6 to 1v2, and then when he takes that 1v2 that he got out of okay, but he didn't capitalize on, that's a 1v2. You get 2 kills. You're carrying this game at that point. You're getting 2 plates. You get 2 kills. You're up 1,000 gold. Well, now you snowball hard on tanks. So that was like really the turning point of this like lane, in my opinion. Was he let himself get ganked. He didn't use any of his resources to get out. He died. He didn't have to use his teleport, which led to him being like, he's already missed his opportunity in this game to like really pop off. It's gonna be hard from this point. Okay, Rengar got a kill. That's good. You have teleport. Yeah, I just run top. Yeah, for sure. You want to push top here, and then look for like the teleport into Baron play. All right. No, don't put the... No, be very deliberate. Put your tentacle here. Get that aggression. Get the pushing going. This is a wasted tentacle, and every wasted tentacle is another like 15 to 20 seconds of pressure that you don't get to exert because you have to wait for your tentacle to come back up. Nope, I'd put it far more aggressively. This is put it like up here. Right here. So that you still have access into the turret. You have access if you want to put a second one here and play these two. Okay, right here. You want to play these spots. These are your tentacle spots and aggressive. Right? Imagine if you had it here and here. Sorry, not a great camera angle, but it's kind of hard to move it. Get up in there. You see Zach mid? Not worried. Come on, push. Go. Go. Put a tentacle here. Come on. Right here. Come on. It's up. Put it. No. Oh no. Oh. This is a losing position. Okay, one caveat here. People would look at this grind fingers. People would look at this and be like, "Oh, you need grievous wound." That's the problem here. No, the grievous wounds is not the problem here. You don't need grievous wounds versus Mundo. You need some black cleaver and you need damage. Okay, Mundo should just be bursted to death. The moment he ults, he should be dying to an Illaoi. Okay, that's not a gradient. Okay, we can back up. Now you should have a tentacle here. Anyways, and you should be up a little bit closer. You should probably be like right here, like tentacle. Yeah, tentacle, E. Okay, but you missed. That's okay. If you miss, don't queue there. You missed. Run away. Get out. Go. You should be blitzing on out of here, baby. You miss that E, you're running. All right. Yeah, this sucks. But this is because of like misplays already. Now you should probably place this tentacle you have. He sells a tentacle. You can't see it, but I do. Probably place this tentacle. You probably should have kept running. Put a tentacle here and then played these two tentacles. You always want to play around two tentacles. Vitally important. And also, if you stand here, this is really important as well. Put a tentacle here. Stand right here. All right, think about this. Mundo, melee champ, he can't dodge anywhere in here. This is all cut off. He has a semicircle to dodge in. These tentacles are going to hit like this, right? Anytime you W, as long as you hold this position. What you're trying to do is stall for your E to come back up and use your ult and Ws to kind of like stall him a little bit. And these two tentacles would do enough. And that is really powerful versus melee. It really makes them have to back off and you buy time for your E. You land the E when you have two tentacles up, you're in good shape. At this point, I mean, you're just done. Even if you had landed that, even with like all these mistakes, it's still so close. No, well, it was just too late. I appreciate that you went for a flash outplay. It was just too late. Your team got dragon. That's good. And teleport back to lane here for sure. What are we looking at items wise? He must have been. He must have been just shy. Let's go back real quick. All right. I want to see how much gold he had. I would have sold bottle here. 740. Sell bottle, get black cleaver. You need black cleaver. He's building bramble vest. He's gonna probably have sunfire cape after that kill. You need black cleaver. Don't go merc treads. If you're playing optimally versus a Zac and a Mundo, it's really not the damage. It really is just like your ability to like cleave through their armor and get kills. And it's another 10% CDR. This is like closer to where it should be. Maybe these flowers is a good indicator. Yeah, this is just, you know, like just kind of knowing your E range, like your tentacle range. That comes with practice, because I mean that was close, just not quite there. Good use of two tentacles here to push the wave. This is really good. Where'd Mindy go? Are you teleported? Okay, well we push. The thing is, again, at this point, we should be 2k gold ahead of Mundo. We're not. We're down 1100 gold, 1200 gold. And anytime you're down that much versus tanks, it's going to be hard. But let's see. Yeah, just keep pushing at this point. Oh, okay. Okay. So this is a thing that, like, really being greedy with your E here. Because we can totally take this 1v2. Also, okay, so there's 3 seconds on Tentacle, 2 seconds. Walk. You should be walking up here. You should be walking, like... Walk to this spot. If they keep following you, you really hold your E until, like, Aatrox is all in. Or Leona. Leona's the easier one to hit, though. You don't... First off, you didn't put a Tentacle. You have a Tentacle up right now? This is bad. You have a Tentacle up that can be placed either here or here. You don't place either. And you pull your E away from this Tentacle over here. There's a Tentacle over here. Right? So this is really bad. Just moving up to play around the Tentacle up here or down, or just moving back more would have been better. Yeah, and then you miss E, and you don't have flash. This is really bad. Okay. Ult. Needed to ult a little bit sooner. W. Yeah. Even just holding E until you've gotten back here. There's basically... You can be greedy with your E there. You don't have to throw it early. Like, wait for them to get on top of you. Really. Hard. Okay, we're probably just gonna call it there. As far as, like, we're gonna win or lose this game, it's probably not up to us at this point. Yeah, just for the sake of not making this like an hour-long video, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Pretty much, it's really vital what happens early in the game. Like, that dying... Let's go back real quick. Dying here. Think about this. Dying here. Okay. Dying here is what leads to dying right there. Leads to this issue where you don't have mana and you don't want to back because you don't have teleport. No teleport up. Right? That leads to this is your pivotal point. This is where you take over the game. And we fumbled it because we didn't use our flash earlier to avoid dying. Now we don't have teleport. Now we used all our mana to sustain through the first the levels 4 and 5. And we can't capitalize on this like juicy position to be. And I can't convey it enough that a safe laning phase is the most vital part of consistently winning your lane. Anyways, watch out for these daily. Like, subscribe, all that jazz if you liked what you just saw today. I'll see y'all tomorrow.